What if I told you that airlines have been secretly charging you hundreds of dollars extra for every flight you've ever taken? What if everything you think you know about airline pricing is a carefully orchestrated lie designed to rob you blind? Today, we're exposing the 12 biggest airline pricing secrets that could save you hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars on every single flight you take. From hidden algorithms that track your every click to insider booking tricks that airlines absolutely don't want you to know about. We're pulling back the curtain on the entire industry. Some of these secrets are so powerful that travel agents charge hundreds of dollars just to share them with clients. Others are so closely guarded that airline employees get fired for leaking them. But today, you're getting all of them for free. By the end of this video, you'll never book a flight the same way again. You'll know exactly when to book, how to book, and, most importantly, how to avoid the pricing traps that airlines use to squeeze every last dollar out of unsuspecting travelers. So hit that subscribe button, because this information is pure gold. Let's dive into the airline pricing secrets that will change your travel game forever. What if I told you that airlines are literally watching your every click? Here's the first secret airlines don't want you to know. They're tracking your searches and raising prices specifically for you. Every time you visit an airline website or booking platform, they drop cookies on your device that remember your search history. Search for the same flight multiple times? Congratulations. You just told them you're desperate to book that route. And desperate customers pay premium prices. Airlines use dynamic pricing algorithms that can increase fares by 10 to 30% just because you've shown interest in a specific flight. That's why the same ticket you saw at $300 yesterday suddenly jumps to $360 today when you check again. It's not demand, it's data manipulation. The solution is shockingly simple, but almost nobody does it. Always search for flights in incognito or private browsing mode. Clear your cookies between searches. Even better, use different devices or different browsers for price comparison. Here's the insider trick. Airlines reset their tracking every 24 hours for technical reasons. If you see a high price, wait exactly 24 hours and search again in incognito. You'll often see the original lower price return. This one hack alone can save you $50 to $200 per ticket, and it works almost every time. It's the kind of simple step that keeps hundreds of dollars in your pocket. Money airlines are counting on you to waste. Airlines release new fare inventory on specific days and times, and they've trained most travelers to believe this is random. It's not. There's a predictable pattern that insiders have known for decades. Airlines release their cheapest fares on Tuesday afternoons around 3 p.m. EST. Why? Because business travelers typically book Monday through Wednesday mornings. So airlines drop leisure fares Tuesday afternoons to fill remaining seats for weekend travelers. But here's the deeper secret. Airlines also match competitor prices on Tuesday afternoons. When one airline drops prices, others follow within hours. This creates a 6 to 8 hour window every Tuesday, where prices across all airlines hit their lowest point of the week. The best part? This pattern is so consistent that industry insiders call it Cheap Tuesday. Here's what you should do. Set a calendar reminder for Tuesday 3 p.m. and book during this window. You'll consistently find prices 15 to 40% lower than other days of the week. Even if you're not ready to book, Tuesday afternoons are perfect for price research. You'll see the true lowest prices airlines are willing to offer before they quietly rise again by Wednesday morning. Airlines price routes based on competition and demand, not distance. This creates a bizarre situation where flying further can cost less than flying to your actual destination. Smart travelers exploit this with hidden city ticketing. Here's how it works. Say you want to fly from New York to Chicago, but it costs $400. However, a flight from New York to Denver with a Chicago layover costs only $250. You book the Denver flight, but get off in Chicago and skip the final leg. Airlines hate this practice, and it's technically against their terms of service, but it's perfectly legal, and it can save you 30 to 60% on certain routes. The restrictions? You can only use carry-on luggage. Checked bags will go to the final destination. You also can't do this on round-trip tickets. Websites like SkipLag specialize in finding these hidden city opportunities. Use them for research, but book directly with airlines to avoid complications. Just remember, use this sparingly and never on the same route repeatedly, or airlines might flag your account. This technique works best on expensive domestic routes, where airlines have monopolies or limited competition. Frequent flyer programs aren't loyalty rewards. They're elaborate psychological schemes designed to lock you into paying higher prices. Airlines constantly devalue
No
miles while
way.
making it nearly impossible for average travelers to redeem them for good value. Here's what they don't tell you. Award seats are allocated months in advance, and airlines intentionally limit availability on popular routes and dates. That free ticket might require 50,000 miles, but airlines only release 2 to 4 award seats per flight on routes everyone wants. The real scam? Miles expire, change fees are outrageous, and award charts change without notice. Airlines can devalue your miles by 50% overnight by simply updating their charts. And it's happened repeatedly with every major carrier. Smart strategy? Use miles immediately. Focus on shorter domestic flights where availability is better. And never chase elite status unless you're flying for business.
I'm so
For most
glad we got these
travelers,
seats.
cashback
Me
credit
too.
cards
This is
provide better
perfect.
value than airline miles. Here's the dirty secret airline employees know. It's often cheaper to buy discounted tickets than to use miles when you factor in fees and taxes. Airlines prefer you burn miles because it costs them less than the cash equivalent. Airlines legally sell more tickets than seats, counting on no-shows to balance things out. When everyone shows up, they need volunteers to
We can
take
offer
later
you a
flights.
$500 travel
This is where
voucher,
smart travelers
and
can
we
make
have a
serious
confirmed
money.
seat for you on a
Most
flight.
passengers don't know their rights or how to negotiate. When airlines ask for volunteers, they start with lowball offers like $200 vouchers. But here's the truth. Those vouchers have massive restrictions
cannot
and
accept that
expiration
price.
dates. Always
That is a fair
negotiate
offer.
for cash instead. Federal law requires airlines to pay cash compensation up to $350 for involuntary bumping, depending on delay length. But voluntary bumping has no limits. You can negotiate whatever the airline agrees to. Insider tactic. Travel on oversold flights like Monday mornings, Friday evenings, or holidays. Have flexible schedules and know how to negotiate. Start by declining their first offer and asking for cash, plus meal vouchers, plus hotel if needed. I've personally seen passengers negotiate $1,000+ in cash for taking flights just 3 to 4 hours later. Airlines would rather pay individuals than face bad publicity from forced bumping. It's basically free money for flexible travelers. Airlines advertise low base fares, then hit you with a maze of additional fees that often cost more than the original ticket. But many of these charges are negotiable or avoidable if you know how the system works.
Your
The
baggage
biggest
is
scam?
overweight, there will
Fuel
be an additional
surcharges.
fee.
They were introduced during high oil prices but stayed even when fuel costs plummeted. International tickets can have 200+ in fuel surcharges that have nothing to do with actual fuel costs. Here's how to avoid them. Use airline miles from partners that don't pass on fuel surcharges, or book 2 one-way tickets instead of round trips. Sometimes this reduces surcharges because of how airlines calculate them. Other hidden fees? Baggage fees, seat selection fees, change fees. These aren't mandatory costs of flying, they're profit centers. Basic economy fares are designed to make you pay extra just to get back features that used to be included. Smart booking technique: factor all fees into your total cost. A $50 higher fare with included bags and seat selection often costs less than the cheap basic economy fare once you add necessary extras. Airlines want you to believe booking multiple passengers together saves money. It's often the opposite. Group bookings, even for just 2 to 3 passengers, are automatically priced
do
at the
not know.
highest fare bucket available.
What is happening?
Meaning everyone pays the most expensive person's rate. Instead, book passengers individually, even on the same itinerary. Airlines pull from different fare buckets for each seat, so you might get some tickets cheaper. You can still select seats together later for a small fee, which is usually less than the premium you'd pay for group booking. This is especially true for international
Are you
flights and
excited for
peak
this
travel
trip,
times.
Ray?
Very excited.
Families can save 400+ers by booking separately instead of as a group. The only exception, true group rates for 10+ passengers, which require special handling and sometimes offer genuine discounts. But for families
we
or small
there yet?
groups, individual bookings almost
we
always
there
win.
yet?
Airlines make pricing mistakes all the time. Typos,
$70.
conversion errors, or glitches that create impossibly cheap fares. These are called error fares. Communities like Secret Flying or Scott's Cheap Flights specialize in finding them. When error fares
come on,
pop
load.
up, you have only a few hours before they vanish. Here's what airlines don't want you to know. If you book an error fare and get confirmation, they often honor it to avoid bad publicity, especially on international routes where passenger rights are stronger. The key, book quickly and completely. Don't call customer service, just book it. Error fares
Booking
most often
confirmed.
occur on long-haul international routes, especially with connections where automated
Yes.
systems miscalculate.
Yes,
Set
yes,
alerts and be ready to pounce. Savings can hit 80–90% off regular pricing. Airline credit cards seem like the obvious choice, but they usually deliver terrible value compared to flexible points cards. Airlines want you locked into their ecosystem where they control redemption rates. But general travel cards like Chase Sapphire or Amex membership rewards let you transfer points to multiple airlines. Sometimes transfer bonuses even multiply your points. Strategy, earn flexible points, then transfer only when you're ready to book. This protects you from devaluation and gives you options. Smart travelers use airline cards only for big sign-up bonuses, then switch back to flexible points. Airlines hate this because it weakens their control, but it keeps the power in your hands. Airlines price round trips assuming you'll fly the same route both ways, but multi-city and open-jaw tickets exploit their pricing blind spots. Example, instead of booking New York, Paris, New York, you book New York, Paris, Paris, Rome, Rome, New York. Price? Often the same as a simple round trip, but you get two destinations. Open-jaw tickets let you fly into one city and out of another. Land in London, travel overland, then fly home from Rome. This avoids backtracking and sometimes costs less. These itineraries are priced by the same algorithms as basic round trips, but airlines don't optimize them. You can capture inefficiencies and save big. Travel agents or airline websites with advanced search options are best for this. Airlines want you to believe last-minute flights are always expensive, but reality is more nuanced. On business-heavy routes, last-minute fares are indeed high because demand is inelastic.
Wow.
But on leisure routes, airlines often slash prices in the last 2 weeks rather than fly with empty seats. Here's the timing hack. 6 to 8 weeks out is best for domestic, 8 to 12 for international. Inside 14 days, prices swing wildly. Sometimes they spike, sometimes they crash. Strategy, use price tracking apps and be flexible. If you're adventurous, last-minute deals can be incredible. If you're rigid, book in the optimal window. Most travelers don't realize airlines often match competitor fares or refund the difference if prices drop after booking. Policies vary, but success rates are high, especially if you call and ask. Southwest is famous for this, but other carriers have hidden programs too. Insider strategy, book refundable fares when uncertain, then cancel and rebook if prices fall. Some credit cards also offer price protection, refunding the difference automatically. The key, monitor your existing bookings. Every price drop could be cash back in your pocket. There you have it, 12 airline pricing secrets that could save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars every time you fly. From browser tracking tricks to hidden city ticketing, from error fares to price matching policies, you now know exactly how the system really works. The airline industry has spent decades perfecting these strategies to maximize profits while keeping passengers in the dark. But knowledge is power, and now you're armed with insider information that puts you ahead of 99% of travelers. Remember, every dollar you save using these techniques is a dollar that was supposed to go into their profit margins instead of your pocket. Make sure to hit like and subscribe because in the next video, we're exposing the dark secrets of airline loyalty programs that will shock you. Which pricing secret surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and let me know how much you've saved using these strategies. Until next time, fly smart and keep more of your money where it belongs, in your wallet.